Okay, Dwight, welcome to Everton. How does it feel to say you're an Everton footballer?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. Obviously, with the history behind the club, I'm really happy to be here.
What did you think when you heard Everton were interested in you?
Yeah, I thought it was amazing, really, to obviously come from obviously people behind me, but no one heard about it straight away. I just wanted to obviously get it done. Like I said, obviously the club and how good the team is.
Why then, you say how good the team is, but why Everton so attractive? Because it's a big move for you. You've been at Burnley 8 years, you're 22, you've signed for 5 years, so these are really important stage of your career, isn't it? So why Everton?
Yeah, I think obviously speaking to the manager a bit and obviously about what they want to do going forward, and it really excited me and really appealed to me as well. And obviously knowing Tarky as well, obviously having a little bit of conversation with him. But no, I think when I heard the news, I just wanted to get going as soon as possible.
Can you tell us a little bit about the conversation with the manager?
Yeah, I think it was just more like obviously he knows me a bit more as a player, and obviously what he wanted from me if I came here, and obviously what his aims and goals are going forward for the future for the club. And when I heard it, I just wanted to be a part of it really, because I want to work hard, I want to do well for the team, and also I want to do well for the fans as well.
What does he want from you as a player?
I think obviously I know as well within myself. I think obviously especially last year my stats were down in the position that I play, but I feel like playing under a manager like him, I know will help me out to get my stats up, and that's what I want to do, and obviously improve my game.
What did he tell you about the ambition for the club?
Yeah, as obviously we know last year it was obviously a difficult season for the club, but I think going into the last bit of the season, I think you've seen it especially from the players and the fans about the desire, the mentality, and the togetherness that they've got, and I think they all came together and united as one, which obviously I thought played a key factor in keeping them up. And listening to this season where obviously they want to do better, and I want to be part of obviously just the team to help them do that.
When you're considering which club to join, how much of an influence does that have on you when you see that togetherness at a club and the way the supporters got behind the team so strongly at the back end of last season?
Yeah, I think it's massive obviously for the players as well, and obviously gives that extra bit of confidence. And obviously playing at Goodison a couple of times before, and obviously going there, you knew it's always a difficult place to go to because the fans are behind the lads from the start right to the end. So no, it's good, and something that I want to be part of.
Playing at Goodison, a big attraction as well, because you played there in some great atmospheres, haven't you? And you've actually scored a brilliant goal there as well, when unfortunately for you there were no fans in the stadium, but you touched on the history at the beginning, and it's such a historical stadium and generates such a fantastic atmosphere. Yeah,
it is, like I said earlier, obviously going there, it's amazing to go to, but obviously a difficult place to go to as well, because like I said, the fans and the players that they've got, obviously can make it a really tough time. But I think now I'm fortunate obviously to be on the same side as the fans, and now I'm looking forward to get going.
Were there conversations with Kevin Thelwell, the director of football, as well about you signing?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously knew Kev for a little bit, and yeah, I think he's seen the same thing that the gaffer has as well. But now I'm looking forward to get going, because obviously I know that there's still a lot of work to be done within myself, and obviously like I said, I just want to help the team out as much as I can, and I'm looking forward to seeing our lads and get going.
You touched on wanting to get your stats up, but if you had to describe to somebody the style of play you are, if they've not seen you before, what would you say about yourself?
I think I'm more of a direct runner with the ball. Like to get on the ball, cut inside, and obviously create chances for the team, really, and help the team best I can, and as well working hard for the team and doing the defensive side as well.
The bits about the crossing and the running with the ball, that's reflected in your stats. I think you've been in the top 5 crossers in the Premier League the past 3 seasons. You were second highest for dribbles, weren't you? So you're a player who likes to excite fans as well. Yeah,
I think it's good to obviously have the stats to back you up as well, but it's just about taking risks and obviously have the confidence, and hopefully this year it pays off as well.
There's competition for the wide places here as well. Some really good players: Anthony Gordon, Damari Gray, Ambrose Townsend, Alex Iwobi. Is that something you relish?
Yeah, it's obviously I can imagine they're all great lads. Obviously playing against them, all of them amazing players. But no, I'm looking forward to joining in. Yeah,
you're versatile, aren't you, as well? You can play both sides.
Yeah. I think obviously that helps. Firstly, starting off on the left at Burnley, and then especially in last year, being moved over to the right. But no, I think it's good. And like you said, playing in a number of positions.
You've mentioned wanting to learn and improve as well. Can you look at somebody like, particularly Ambrose, who's a more experienced player and probably been there and seen it and done it in the game, and learn from him as well?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, he's been in the game for such a long time, and it's good to have them older lads as well behind you. Obviously, got more experience and how they can help you in both sides of the game, and obviously learning from them and taking it on really and enjoying it.
You talked in one of your previous answers about how hard you worked. You pride yourself on that endurance because it's reflected again in your numbers as well. I think you missed 2 Premier League games in the past 3.5 years.
Yeah. No, I think it's obviously good. We've obviously been at Burnley. We're obviously having the belief and trust from the lads and the coaching staff at the time, and just being injury prone and just always being available to play. But even if I'm not playing, I always want to help the lads the best I can, and obviously support them as well.
That kind of record where you're playing consistently as well, is that just reflective of a hunger to be wanting to be on the pitch and influencing games?
Yeah, definitely. I think as well. I think I learned the most from playing the games. Obviously you learn more and you get more out of it. But I think for me, it's obviously about playing as much as I can as well, helping the lads out.
So lots of Premier League experience for a player who's only 22 as well. 134 Premier League games for Burnley already. So that must be very valuable. And as we touched on before, with so many years going forward to improve.
Yeah, no, obviously having that behind me is good. But like I said before, I'm hungry to try and get more appearances than I'm about this season and learning more, and obviously being part of a great squad.
Talk about the hunger. Can you tell us a little bit about your character as well? Because you had a setback when you left Manchester United when you were 14, but bounced straight back. We're in at Burnley and we're playing first team football by the time you were 19 there.
Yeah, it's obviously at that age it was obviously quite hard to take from your boyhood club. But I had the opportunity to go to Burnley, and luckily for me they wanted to take me under the wing, and they did, and they helped me become the player I am today. And I think coming here is going to help me get to that next level, and that's what I'm looking to do and every day to improve on and being around the group.
You seem very confident in your own ability as well, saying that from watching you, and you joined an England training session, didn't you, it was March 2019, and from all accounts, people who were there watching it, you were firing balls into the top corner and on great form. So is that something you relish, being in that company?
Yeah, I think obviously being around other great players as well, they help you out massively as well, and it's just good to learn from them every day, be around them. And now obviously looking forward to the future, that's obviously where every player wants to be. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to coming into this group. Obviously I know this season is going to be a big season for not just for the club, for the fans as well, and I'm looking forward to be part of it.
That, touching on England again, is that something that is uppermost in your thoughts and something that you think can be achieved as a player here? I mean, England's #1 is playing for Everton, so you must see that, and that's an encouraging sign.
Yeah, it's obviously how good the squad is. Been in the past recent years, obviously how well they did at the Euros and how well they did at the World Cup, and it'd be exciting from this fall going into the World Cup. But no, yeah, I think obviously you never know what could happen in the future, but I think my first and foremost obviously settling here and just enjoying my time being here and looking forward to go.
And you mentioned James Tarkowski. It's a very quick reunion with him, isn't it? And said you've spoken to him about coming to Everton. What's he told you about his first few weeks at the club?
Yeah, I've been in contact with Tarky. He's told me how much he's enjoyed it, obviously going away for the pre-season tour and coming back. But no, I know a couple of the lads as well, and obviously it'd be good to see him again and obviously reunite with him and get to know all the rest of the lads as well.
So you played with Davis Ben Godfrey with England, haven't you? So does that help when you know you're coming in to a dressing room? Same for anybody going into a new job, I guess. Just seeing those familiar faces and people you know does help. Yeah,
of course. Like I said, obviously knowing them from past experiences, coming in makes that a little bit easier, and obviously gets you settled in a little bit faster and get to know the rest of the lads as well. But no, it'd be good to see them too as well.
You've had a chance to look around Finch Farm. Your first impressions of the facilities?
Yeah, it's a beautiful training ground. Obviously been some new facilities, and no, it's a lovely training ground and great setup to come and work.
And just ask as well, you come from a very very strong football background, don't you? Your dad was a professional, so is he a big influence on your career, and was he somebody else you spoke to about this move?
Yeah, massive influence. Obviously, right from the start of my career, he's been through it with me every step of the way. But as well as my mum, as well, and recently my girlfriend as well. She's obviously been with me every step of the way. But no, I'm really grateful and really thankful for all of them being behind me and giving me all the time in the world that they got for me. Because obviously we know it's not easy without us. But no, obviously credit to all them as well, and it's good to always have the support behind me.
You've chosen the number 7 shirt. Is there a reason behind that?
I think obviously looking at the other numbers as well and the position that I play, I think this one just appealed to me the most. But yeah.
And how are you right now in terms of fitness? And there's a friendly game against Dynamo Kiev on Friday night. The new season is imminent. So how are you feeling and eager to get started?
Yeah, very eager. Obviously, it's been a fast turnaround. Like I said, the season starts next weekend, and obviously it's a massive start to the season. But no, hopefully on Friday, maybe just be around it with the lads, which obviously I just love being around it, and obviously learning and being part of it so early to get ready for the first game next week. But no, I'm ready to go. I'm very happy to be here.